G'day team, it's Kris speaking. Welcome back. Today we are talking about my chest. We are doing the 1 year post-op top surgery video, and I had peri-areolar top surgery. So this is what my chest looks like a year on. I will insert some pictures as to what it looked like sort of at the 4 to 8 week mark when I got that binder off, and they will be on the screen here and here. And you can have a look at that compared to what you are looking at right now. This is them. Hello. So personally, I don't think they changed a whole lot. The swelling has gone down. There were a couple of things that I was uncomfortable with sort of at the reveal, at that 8 week mark, and some of those things are still sort of sitting with me now, but they're different. The shape has changed a little bit. I have been, working out more of my chest, so that has changed the size of the pecs here. And I'll do a little bit of a, like I said, a side by side up top. So this is me 12 months post-op top surgery. From the front, from one side, and then from the other side. A couple things that I will bring up that I'm not, super thrilled about, but not to the point where I want a revision surgery just yet, and we'll talk about, potential revision surgeries in a little bit, but I'm going to get up close and show you the actual nipples and talk about those things. So, bear with me, we're going down. Here is my laundry. Good laundry. Alright, so with the nipple, on both sides I've got a little bit of bunching underneath. So you can see here, there's a bit of a line, and if I don't stand up straight, it bunches. A little bit of line there. And it does happen on the other side as well. So if I'm not standing up super straight, you get a little bit of bunching underneath the nipple there, and if I stand up straight, they turn back into their regularly scheduled pepperonis, which is awesome. The other thing is I get a bit, dysphoric, or maybe even body dysmorphia. I'm not too sure, but here it's just that this is the muscle, and I have built that muscle up, but you can see that it bunches a little bit underneath, and if I stand like that, they come out to the sides. Same with up here, there. I don't really like that, but not to the point where I would ask for it to get taken away. But there are different types of revision surgery that I could go for. Now, my surgeon did say don't get rid of your private health insurance just yet if I did want to undergo revision surgery. I went 3 months ago. I've got an appointment for my 1 year post-op in a couple of weeks' time, and she will probably revisit if I wanted a surgery just to push these lines out. She said that she can go back in and push the tissue, all down, and that will relieve those lines if I didn't want to have them. But personally, I'm not going to go for a revision surgery. I'm pretty happy. There are those things, like I said. The bunching doesn't bother me so much. Probably the little pocket up here bothers me more, but a lot of that is muscle, and it has come from working out my chest. So if I turn, to the side, they look like pecs, which is fine. It's just a personal thing for me, and I guess the dysphoria still surrounding that little bit of, it's not really fat, but to me that's what my brain tells me that it is. So it kind of feels crazy that 12 months ago I was sitting in a recovery bed, or I just had my drains out about 12 months ago now, and was trying to relearn how to use my T-Rex limbs to get coffee and to bathe, and it was just a fun time. If I were to go into another surgery or a transmasculine or a masculinizing surgery at all, it would likely be to sculpt, and that would be to sculpt my hips, because that is probably the part of my body that causes me the most dysphoria on the day-to-day, and trying to just sort of get them in. But it's a chest video, not a hips video, so we'll keep talking about my chest. That's pretty much it for the 12 months. The swelling went down over time. So got the surgery, was pretty much bedridden for a couple of days. I got my drains out at 10 days because there was a weekend in the middle there, and then I laid low, didn't do any sort of exercise until about 4 weeks, and then I was allowed to start walking and doing light cardio. So I would go to the gym, just walk on the treadmill, just do a bike ride. I didn't lift any weights for about 10 weeks. That was a personal choice. You can, well, to my knowledge, you can lift before that time frame, but I wanted to give my body as much of a chance as it could to make sure that I didn't stretch anything that I didn't want stretched. If I did lift weights before that 10-week mark, and I tried, it felt very tight, and I just wasn't willing to make those nipples get any bigger than they had to be if I was stretching those areas out. Didn't want it, so I waited 10 weeks. And then from there, it's just really been, swelling has gone down. In terms of sensation and comfort, I can now touch all of this and I don't really feel it, whereas up to even recently, and sometimes still, if I put pressure there, I can still feel it. It's quite tight, and the nipples sometimes still a little bit tight. Down here is, it still feels weird to me. Not painful, just weird. And the nipples are still a little bit weird. I just sit here and poke my nipple for the camera. But yeah, they're fine. The sensation for me has come back, and I can feel around that area, which is good. I know not everyone gets that sensation come back. It's definitely not as heightened as it was pre-surgery, but it is there, and I can start to get some feeling back, and that still may come over time, as will the distribution of fat all up in here, which I've seen pick up over the last sort of few months, and I'll talk more about that in my 2 years on testosterone video. That's it for my nips this time around. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you do want to see more of it, then click on my face somewhere down on the screen, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.